discriminatory tax applied to.
But I want to know, why is it discriminatory?
It's not why. It's
no, because you told me what is to be what is discriminatory?
I'm discriminating.
And you're asking me to pay for a tax that I don't want to pay because it's not my religion, but it's
not your country. Who are you to dictate what you should pay or not? The country.
You're missing the point.
No, you're missing the point. If you live in a country, you abide by the law. Simple as that.
Okay, but what if you were in one of the countries, for example?
If you're one of the countries where it is not over here, yes.
If you were here,
yes,
and the government introduced a tax system where Muslims had to pay 10% extra, would that be discriminating or not?
Yes, it would be.
Brilliant.
Shall I tell you? Can I respond to that?
You're in a Christian country.
Oh, really? You believe this is a Christian country?
Majority Christian, yeah?
No, I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about the constitution here. It's a Christian.
No.
So don't give me rubbish. Okay, the thing is this.
Giving you rubbish.
No, he is. Because it is not the people who actually dictate how much tax you pay. It is the government, which this guy doesn't know about. He is using this argument because he has prejudice.
The government in that position.
We live in a democracy.
What's wrong with you? People vote. You don't vote.
So now you're talking about legislation.
The Queen.
Okay.
It's something you won't have in Sharia law. You can't vote.
No. What you're doing? You're comparing apples and oranges now. The legislation dictates who pays and how much you pay.
The jizya is an unfair tax system.
No, it's not an unfair tax. No, it's not. If you think it's unfair, then it is
everyone does.
No, not everyone. The people who don't understand do. Shall I tell you why? Are you saying that if you live in a Muslim country, you should not pay tax at all?
That's not a tax.
Can you please answer the question?
That's not a tax.
Can you answer the question?
What you're paying...
Oh, you were just telling me it was an unfair tax. Now it's not a tax. Seriously, the double standard.
It's a religious obligation on your part.
No, I'm talking about the jizya. Is that a tax?
What, you can call it tax, you can call it
what do you call it? What do you call it?
It's a tax.
That's what you call it.
No, I'm not about zakat. I'm talking about jizya. Let's see if this guy knows what jizya is even.
Well, I know what jizya is, but you're
Is it a tax, yes or no?
I don't care if it is or not. If you're asking
so what is it then? What is jizya, according to you? I know zakat. You know what is zakat. I'm asking you, what is jizya?
Zakat's in your religion.
No, I'm not talking about zakat. I'm talking about jizya.
It would be a tax.
Do you know what is jizya, my friend?
Well, you don't like tax.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's going to pay for the road?
He's trying to twist it.
No, I'm not twisting. I'm asking you a simple question. What is jizya, according to you?
Why do we have to pay it? If you
don't even know,
the tax officer.
One second. The reason he doesn't even know what jizya, he doesn't want to tell us, is because he doesn't know it. What is jizya?
Why do you want to know that?
Because you talked about it. You brought it up. At least nobody talk about it.
Because it's a tax that non-Muslim people would have to pay.
What did you say? It is a what?
In a Sharia.
What did you say it was a tax?
He never said it's not a tax.
He's not listening.
He did. It's on camera.
He
said he did.
He said he doesn't care what it is.
No, he said it's not a tax. Okay, so now we know we have established it's a tax. Now the next question is this: who legislates? The next question is this for you: who legislates? Who legislates paying of tax and how much?
You're running away from the main question.
No, I'm not. I'm bringing you to the main point.
I'm paying a tax.
Yes.
It's not part of my religion, but I have to pay it because you're telling me to pay it.
Okay. First and foremost, okay, please.
What do you mean you don't like
1 minute. 1 minute. You know the reason we want to tell him what jizya is because he doesn't know what it is.
It's part of your religion.
And he's not part of that religion.
By the way, you know you have just listen. You know you have just committed a straw man argument there. Who said it's a part of your religion, jizya? Huh?
Who said what?
Who said jizya is a part of your religion?
Listen, no. By telling him to pay it.
Wait a minute. Who told you jizya is a part of your religion? You committed a straw man argument. Have you realized that? No? Because you said, it's not my religion, why should I pay it? So he assumed that it's part of his religion. Okay, now here's the thing, because you don't know. No, it is a straw man. Because if you say, it is not part of my religion, it means you're assuming you're paying because it's part of your religion. So nobody said it's a part of your religion. The reason he pays jizya is because it's a protection. Are you listening? Okay. Jizya you pay because you live in a Sharia country and you pay jizya. By the way, today most of the Muslim countries, in fact, 100% of them don't require jizya. It's been done. It's something that they have pardoned the non-Muslims. Back then,
brilliant.
You were offered. No. I'll tell you why it's not good. Because back then.
Why it's not good?
I'll tell you why not. Back then, if you pay jizya, your wealth and your life and your family's wealth and life were protected by the state.
The state shouldn't protect it regardless?
If you live in a state, do you not pay taxes regardless?
No, but you should pay.
Well, I'm asking you.
Our taxes are based on our income, which means we are all treated.
No, not the jizya.
I'm not talking about jizya. I'm talking about tax in this country.
Yeah, but we're talking about jizya. Let's
Hold
not
up,
mix it up
man.
now. Let's not mix it up.
No, I'm
You
trying
only
to
wanna
draw
talk
the
about
contrast of why it's wrong.
What is wrong?
Okay? Jizya versus a normal tax here. We pay tax here. Relax, bro. Man.
Normal tax based on your income.
Oh,
Let him finish. Go on, finish it.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, you were saying.
I beg you be quiet.
You were saying about the tax.
Relax, man.
The tax is based on the income. Is that what you were saying? It's okay, sorry. Let's have one discussion.
Discrimination.
Okay.
Wait, I can't remember my point.
By the
Thank you very
way,
much.
okay,
There you go. The man
why
explained it one line.
why is it discriminatory?
Okay, listen, taxes here
Yeah.
are based on our income.
Exactly.
Not on our religious belief.
I agree.
Not on something by choice. It's,
I agree.
it's based on something
If
that's
you
given
have
to us.
children,
Right?
you have to tax different.
Okay. So now you're comparing this with what? With Islamic Sharia.
Now, jizya is based on a belief or lack of belief.
Yeah, no, belief. On the belief. Not the lack of belief.
Okay, I'm saying, you are treating non-Muslims differently based on their religious belief. You can't do that. You can't treat people differently based on their belief.
Okay. Now this is based on the Bible or the secular opinion?
Man, bro,
Because
you talk about
every
Islam, you draw everything back onto
yes. Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know
You should be
why?
able to justify Islam
No,
without attacking the Bible.
I'm not attacking the
If it's
Bible.
correct ideology.
Oh my God. I'm not attacking the
Well,
Bible.
even drawing a comparison.
You know why? You know why I'm asking this question to you?
the Bible as
Listen,
like this
listen.
benchmark.
Have you not realized that everything that you take an objection with Islam is based on your liberal opinion rather than the Bible? This is the point I'm trying to drive with you.
Yeah.
And this is not only you. Every Christian. Wait, wait.
You've avoided the
Listen.
question
No, I'm going to
brilliantly
answer. I'm going to answer. Who said I avoided? I'm going to answer that point.
most
Hold
definitely avoided
on.
the question.
You already judged me before I answered.
I'm not judging. I'm
You
judging
have.
based on
You
what I'm
have
asking.
because you said I avoided the answer. Okay, here's the thing. In Islamic Sharia, you pray. Guys, listen to this very important point. In Islamic Sharia, the Muslims. If you guys want to have a discussion, have it.
honestly.
Because then we get confused what we're talking about.
Yeah.
In Islam, yes, every male and every female who can afford it, they have to pay the zakat. And this is a percentage of their savings. Not of the income, not of the earning, but of the savings. Because you can be a multi-billionaire. Yes, you can earn a lot of money in 1 year and maybe earn nothing. But you still have like hoarded a lot of gold in your little bank or whatever, Swiss account or whatever it is. In Islam, that person has to pay tax zakat every single year.
What's zakat for? Who does it go to?
It goes to the poor people. There are actually 8 categories of people to whom it goes to. That is one of them. It goes to 8 categories. One of them, the main one, is to the poor people. The other categories are people who have accepted
I
Islam,
have to
maybe
charity.
Muslims.
It's not for
Say part of your
protection.
religion.
It's not for protection. It's
Wait.
protection.
No. It's not for protection. Who told you it's for protection?
Lovely. So jizya is for state protection.
Yes.
And the Muslims
You
get
fix
state
the road.
protection for no fee whatsoever.
Can I finish?
That is lovely.
Can I finish?
You made my point.
You have done it. You have done it again. You have done it again. Before I finish my point, you judged.
Explain it to him.
You judged.
I have every right to judge on what you
No, but you
said.
should. You should let me finish. You should let me finish.
Go on, finish your point.
Let me ask you something. The Muslims pay zakat, which is a percentage of their income, and this is applicable to both men and women. Now contrast this. Now this is an important bit. Contrast this with the jizya. Yes. By the way, those who pay zakat, they are also obliged to join the army if the state requires of them. Right. Okay. Now look at the jizya. The jizya, there is actually a fixed amount. I think it was less than £100 or something. By today's value, maybe 1 gold dinar or something, which was a gold coin at that time. So it doesn't matter how rich you are. You could be a multi-billionaire and you pay that upper limit and that is it. Secondly, it is not required of the women in your family or the children in your family, and it's not required of anyone who's poor or in...
With respect, it's all irrelevant information.
No, it is not irrelevant. For you, maybe it is. The people who take objection to jizya, they need to know this.
I don't take objection.
No. I want to show you that who really should be complaining in Islam between jizya and zakat. Who should really be complaining? The Muslims. No, the Muslims pay more.
You pay more and we pay for something.
Hold on. The Muslims pay more. Yes.
Yeah.
The Muslims are obliged to take part in the army. The Muslims are the ones who have to pay even for the women folk or the women who are working, even they have to pay. But you see, the jizya is only the rich men who pay. They are not obliged to work to basically take part in the army, yes, or be conscripted in the army. They are protected by the law of the country. Anything that happens to them is now the direct accountability of the caliph. Now wait. Are you telling me that if these people who are the non-Muslims, Yes? Should they pay any tax at all?
You're making an excellent sales pitch for introducing
Yeah,
jizya.
yeah, I tell you, it's
Brilliant.
fantastic.
You almost make me think, damn, I'd like to pay the jizya.
No, but you would have to if you were living in a Muslim country, whether you like it or not.
I thought any rich people.
So, you know,
Are you rich?
No, by no means.
Okay, then you don't have to worry about it.
Not yet.
But do you not see the difference between zakat and jizya? Who should really be complaining? Do you think the Muslims should be complaining that the non-Muslims get a really compared to the non-Muslims, they're getting a really unfair treatment? So it is in fact the Muslims should.
It's not about whether it's good or bad. The fact of the matter is, you're paying his zakat
Yes.
because it's one of your 5 pillars of your religion.
Yes.
If he's not Muslim, zakat's nothing to him. So
I
why
agree.
should he pay it?
I agree. Who said?
You can dress it up and tell me how great it is, how
Exactly.
poor I am, how I go in the army. That's irrelevant.
It's all irrelevant.
You're
By the way,
bringing-
who said he has to pay zakat? I don't know what you're on about. Why should he pay zakat?
No.
What's jizya?
Jizya, sorry.
Not zakat. What have we been listening all this time?
So it's the equivalent for non-Muslims.
It's not equivalent.
Yes, it is.
You see, the reason I wanted to drive this point.
Why did we get to? Let me ask you this.
The
Why did
reason
we
he
get
did
attacked?
not listen to a single word I said.
Listen to everything, but like I said,
He did not, because if he did, then he wouldn't have asked this question.
No, because his point
Is what?
the core root.
What?
of
What
it.
is the core root?
You dressed it up. You gave all this brilliant sales pitch on it. That's lovely. It's excellent.
What sales pitch? It wasn't a sales pitch.
Yes, it was.
It is to show you.
Oh, it's how good it
Are
is.
you a freeloader?
The reason.
Then in a society where you're living, you have to pay.
Yes.
The money that you,
If you're a freeloader, then okay.
you said 2 minutes ago, yeah? You said 2 minutes ago. The tax that we pay, yeah,
It is very-
to fix
No, it
roads,
doesn't
all that
matter.
kind of stuff, yeah?
Our money as well.
But no, he said it goes to charity. There's 8 different things.
8 different
characters. Your religion.
No,
It doesn't go
but
to
hold
fix
on,
the roads.
hold on.
So my money
Hold on.
is paying to fix the roads. for
And
you to
our money
drive
as
on.
well.
No,
Exactly.
Your money's going to charity.
No.
So in paradise, you get fucking reward for it. Well, what do I get?
Wait.
Oh, we go hell.
To him.
Wait.
Exactly.
By the way,
burning barbecued in hell, mate.
by the way, are you worried about your afterlife?
No, I'm not. But that's according to
Then
you.
why are you worried about what's going to happen to your charity in the afterlife? What a dumb
You're
point.
missing the point.
No, that's the dumbest point ever.
This is all you did.
It
All
was.
you did is brush over the
Because
stage.
the thing is this, like he asked you, do you want to pay anything to the government when you live under it?
Do I want to?
Yes.
No.
Okay, but if the government requires of you, what do you do?
I have to pay it.
Or,
Face the punishment according to the law of the land I live in.
or, there's one more option. Exactly.
Oh, lovely.
So now the question is
you
this.
were born in a territory conquered by the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
You just get up and walk thousands of miles and leave. So
No, you don't.
Oh, so you're in your
You
option just to pay
don't.
the
So
jizya.
you pay the minimum jizya,
Yeah.
which is really not unfair if you ask me, for living under the protection state.
Again, it's irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant?
It's irrelevant whether or not it's fair, whether or not it's a large amount, small amount, etc.
No, it's very relevant. Because mainly when it comes to finance and monetary things, it is always the amount you pay.
you need to know there's a gap.
People will not complain that if you have to pay tax every year,
Chill, man.
if you have to pay only £1 tax in this country every year, trust me, no one will
I can't
complain.
hear, man. I want two
But when you have to pay more, then only you complain. Okay, so now, look, I still don't know, your objection is like, why do the Muslims pay zakat and why do the non-Muslims pay?
This was one
This is
example
not
when we talk about
discriminatory,
human rights.
if you ask me. The discriminatory would be if they were unfairly treated after paying the jizya.
You're selling the features and benefits of that particular tax.
Yes.
But the end point is,
Is what?
it's a religious-based tax.
No, it's not religious. It is not religious. It is not religious tax. Who told you
When you
that?
pay your 5%, it goes to
No,
charity.
it's a protection.
Listen.
If you want to just translate it, it's more of a protection money for you.
Hold up. You're saying
Protection money.
Yes. If you live in a country, you pay certain things that called the tax, unless you want to be a freeloader, like you said.
Chill. Okay, listen. Discrimination.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Ridiculous out here.
Huh? Yes.
Listen, you said that you don't think it's discriminatory, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Discrimination is treatment or consideration of, or making a distinction towards a person based on a group, class, or category to which the person is perceived to belong.
Absolutely.
Uncle, the jizya tax is the very definition of discrimination, regardless of its features, regardless of whether or not it's less or more. It is the very definition of discriminatory.
Okay. When you read the dictionary definition, did you take the context into account?
Why is it?
Because if I'm going,
help me.
Okay, listen. If I'm going to use that definition,
upon what he
let's
said.
say that you guys all believe in human sacrifice.
You know what?
No, wait. According to the definition of human sacrifice, anyone who believes that a human has to be sacrificed to atone their sins, then they believe in human sacrifice. So all Christians are pagans.
It's nothing to
You know, if you go without context, this is what we do. But the reason you only abide by the dictionary definition, the reason you go based on secular definition is because based on your faith, you have no grounds to stand on.
Far better luck saying that it is discrimination, but it's a form of positive discrimination. You could actually potentially.
But I don't consider it as discrimination. If any discriminatory objection was there, it will be the Muslims who will be doing it.
Find the word of what it means.
It will be the Muslims, but I told you take the context into account as well. Otherwise, all Christians believe in human sacrifice.
I genuinely enjoy talking to you a lot of the time.
No, but you're not listening to him.
Points, but you are really cocking up badly.
No, listen,
I think you are taking away the context from the discussion, and that is a very bad thing to do in a logical debate.
You work?
Yes.
No, I'm a student.
Okay, I used to have.
Do you pay your loans? Do you pay interest on your loans?
I haven't started earning enough to pay my loans back.
When you
Exactly, but you are required to, right? When you start earning that much.
HM revenue will come behind
Okay,
you.
now is it's a tax? Is that discriminatory?
I never get my bill kicked.
If you live in Islamic society,
Try to pay the tax and just wait for about a couple of months and see what happens to your door.
I think
Could anyone tell me when I'm not paying my taxes, when I said I'm not going to pay my
You'll
loans?
get in jail.
why you don't want to pay in the Muslim society? The tax is required from you.
actually you already paid tax.
It's discriminatory and you're not paying it, so why should I?
Okay.
Why you, according to your definition of secularism, not even your faith. But 1 minute. According to your definition of secularism,
Yes.
you might consider it discriminatory. Just like according to your definition.
No.
Wait.
According to the definition of discrimination,
Hold on. Was it discriminatory for Mary to get pregnant without her consent? Without her consent. No, based on discriminatory, he's saying according to his definition, it's discrimination. I think to make a 12-year-old pregnant without her consent is far worse than any discrimination. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Saying it's discrimination to me.
Well, it is to Mary. Who took her consent that she has to be pregnant at the age of 12? No one. You see what I mean? The reason you judge everything based on liberalism and not Christianity is because it's not.
You've changed the subject completely.
I had to in order to make you realize because you guys were going in circles. Sometimes you have to strike where you are not looking at the logic behind the discussion.
Is your tax based on your religion or not?
Why are you worried? You're not even in an Islamic state, so what are you worried about? If you don't like Islamic State,
so
you can
we're
always move away.
discussing something.
Yes.
So what?
So if you
because
look,
you just stop them.
listen.
They're not here now.
You have three options. You have either to pay the jizya, if it's implied. Like I said, today in other Muslim countries, expect of it. In fact, most of the Muslim countries until recently was completely tax-free. So you take 100% of your wages home.
Wonderful. But really,
Are you complaining?
Now wait. Based on that,
what's the point?
the point, you said brilliant because there's no tax to be paid. Wait, 1 second, bye. Now wait, okay, please. If you want to talk, you can always talk because I get confused when so many people are talking. Now, based on that, if you were in a Muslim country who had no tax to pay, when they come to this country, would they say, "Oh, you got being discriminatory"? Because my country doesn't require any tax to be paid, but yours does. Does he have the right to say your country is discriminating? Can you please? Do you understand the logic behind this?
This is the point. This is you missing.
What missing?
You're completely missing the point.
What point?
Taxes here are not based on your belief, which is not objectively provable. It is based on your income, which is objectively provable and verifiable, and therefore fair to tax people at different rates.
You think tax is fair in this country? Seriously? What do you know about taxes in this country that you think is fair? Do you know who actually avoids the most tax? The richest in this country, and corporations like Apple and Google and all that, they have their accountants, so please don't tell me it's fair. Okay?
It's never fair.
My friend, your objective fairness, which you just thought, you have no clue about the taxes in this country.
I didn't say it's objectively fair.
Okay,
I
so
never said that.
In what case is it fair?
I said there's a stark difference between taxing people based on their income and taxing people differently based
But
on
it's
their
not based on
religious
income.
belief.
Who told you it's based on income?
See, that's what you want to be.
What?
Now currently.
No, I'm talking about currently as well.
Is taxation in the United Kingdom based on your income?
In theory, yes. In practice, no.
How much is that?
Do you understand that point?
We're talking about theory.
No, we are not. No. Practice is the most.
Practice.
Okay, ignore the practice of jizya. Because the Muslim countries don't actually require it. Ignore it. Come on, let's ignore it.
Is for 6%, 2%, 2%, society, and Hashim's argument is in a Muslim society, non-secular, that is
a requirement of the state.
Yeah, required by Sharia.
Exactly.
That is the law. But it may be discriminatory in your definition of which is fine. Absolutely. You're putting a load on discriminatory. It's still saying there's a difference between you and you. That's fine.
No, but he's saying discriminatory based on you're comparing apples and oranges. Do you realize that?
Sharia is discriminatory.
No. It is what it is.
I know that
You're comparing apples and oranges because what you're doing is you're looking at a secular, non-religious country and you're comparing its laws. Listen. You're comparing its laws to that of the Muslim country's laws.
Different ideology.
Yes? And that's the reason I'm saying you're the one actually missing the
I
point.
think the point is you don't actually understand the
No,
concept.
I do. Because your discrimination is based on your
If you're not a
worldview.
Muslim living in a Sharia law society, you won't get fair treatment. Simple as that.
What if you were a Muslim?
If you are not a Muslim.
Oh, how is it unfair? Tell me.
How?
He made a point. Let's see how is it
We've been
unfair.
discussing it for the last hour.
Which part of that was unfair?
You're paying a religious-based tax.
Still a tax, bro.
Which you need to pay because it's part of your religion.
Yes.
But I have to pay because
someone has
that's the law of the country.
No, because somebody protects you in that country.
Somebody protects you.
Yes.
Fire brigade.
Unless you want to be a freeloader.
Do you not need protection then?
I do.
So what?
Why?
I do.
So why do they call it? Why don't we just call it tax and make it fair for
Do you
everyone?
know?
And me and you pay the same thing. Why do you have to pay zakat
By the
to
way,
go to
why
your-
shouting? Calm down. Don't need to shout.
to get a word in? So
To get a word in, you don't need to shout. Calm
So
down.
what? So you're paying a tax or a zakat, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
which is part of your religion.
Yeah.
I have to pay that. Not
No,
because
you
I
don't
want-
pay zakat. You don't pay zakat.
I'm paying a tax.
You're paying jizya, which is not zakat, and it's not based on your religion.
What is jizya in English?
Jizya is not an English term, it's an Arabic term. Jizya in English
Yeah.
would be roughly translated as the Ahl Kitab, the people of the book who have to pay it. So now I wouldn't call it tax.
What would you call it then?
I would call it,
Let's call it
in the
modern
case,
term,
in,
tax.
there is no modern term for jizya because the countries
listen,
today.
I just spoke
We
to
have
you
no
on-
issue with it.
Is that poll tax? Can I?
Poll tax.
Okay, let Ali make a point. Go on.
Can I just add a few?
Everybody else did.
No, start. You made a very valid point.
No, go on.
This is a scenario between Umar bin Khattab and a Jewish man. Yeah, okay. Umar was passing. Umar, you know Umar bin Khattab?
Radiallahu anhu.
You don't know him, yeah?
The second Khalifa.
Second Caliph.
Yeah. Okay. He was passing by a Jewish man, an old man. Yeah. Okay. And he found the man begging. And Umar touched the old man and asked him whether he was a Christian or a Jew. Yeah. So he asked the man, "Are you a Christian or a Jew?" The man said that he was Jewish. The blind man further said to that he begged in the day so he could provide for himself in the daily needs, for his food and to pay the jizya. Yeah? Look what Umar ibn Khattab says. To which of the people of the book do you belong? He said, I am a Jew. Responded the blind man. Umar took him by the hand, led him to his own house, gave him something from it, food, and then sent him to a keeper of the treasury with this message. See this man, so this is a letter that he wrote to the man, yeah? See to this man and his life, for we have not done right if we devour their youth and neglect their old age. The religious tax is for the poor and the needy. The poor are the Muslims, the needy are the Christians and the Jews, yeah? He freed the man from paying the jizya,
Why the
yeah?
needy, the Christians and the Jews?
That's what he says. I don't know why they said that.
That's one of the rulings to whom it should be paid to.
No, I'm just saying that why is the word needy being specifically applied?
I don't-
Why are there no needy?
No. The poor are the needy. The poor are the needy.
But you
No,
said
the needy of the Jews and Christians.
Yes.
They could be needy of the Muslims. They could be needy of the Rasta.
Because
needy wasn't being specifically applied.
No. So what I'm trying to say
It's
is
the poor amongst them.
what I'm saying is, if it was discriminatory, like you're saying, Umar ibn Khattab would never grab him by the hand, would have never took him to his house. He would have said, "Oh, you're a Jewish man." Yeah. The most he would have done is, "Okay, don't pay the tax." Yeah. But the thing that you need to understand is the same aspect with the Sharia law. When people come and say to us, "Oh, you guys can stone to death and cut the hand of the thief," we're like, "Look." No, you cannot tell me where to stand, yeah?
Yeah.
No, you cannot tell me. Okay, alright, okay. We have this relationship.
I know, he's a joker, man. I like
Oh, you call my friend a joker?
it. In a good way, man.
So basically, if it's not discriminatory in that aspect, you get what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, when lands are being conquered, so for example the Romans, when the Romans would conquer lands, they believe me, people would love if the Romans came and said, we will spare your life,
If you pay the jizya.
Very quickly.
Yeah. Why very quickly? Don't break
I
it.
want to forget my point.
Okay, remember in your head. Just repeat in your head. Yeah?
Write it on your phone.
Good. Okay. Now, the Romans, and other empires, yeah, they would never give this. They would never ever give this option, yeah.
Kill them.
The Muslims, yeah, of course, kill them, ransack them. Trust me.
No option of jizya.
Believe me, if we brought the Christians and the Jews who lived at the Islamic State, yeah, at that time here, okay, they would say we would rather live there and pay 2 point, not even 2 point, sorry,
Less,
one dinar,
yeah.
then come here and pay 40% tax. So the issue is now, have you ever lived in an Islamic state before?
I have not.
Okay, should we go and look at people who have lived in an Islamic state and see what they say? Should we do that? Because you know why? Because
It's not part of the argument.
no, but
We had it in Syria. It wasn't great.
no, sorry, but there you
in
go.
Syria, what?
You had in Syria, yeah, you're right, because that's not Islamic State. That's
What isn't it?
Which Syrian emperor? Which Syrian emperor imposed jizya?
Okay, one second.
Country
One
right
second.
now?
They call
What
them
country
Islamic.
right now would you define?
Apparently, there isn't a pure Sharia law in the whole world.
None of the countries today impose jizya.
No, one second.
No,
Okay.
what's an Islamic state?
And this is
Islamic
look,
State?
what you said there, my friend,
Saudi
is
Arabia,
the
for
very
example.
reason
Saudi Arabia.
that
Kuwait,
you
for
should
example,
cut down
they
on
rule by the
TV
Islamic Sharia.
and read, yeah, because that state.
So you make the assumption that I watch TV?
No, if you do not watch TV, I do not know you watch TV.
Certain
The only thing I watch on TV is football. That's it.
One second. You watch
Listen, let me. There's enough information out there for you to go and get whatever you need to get from lots of different sources without watching TV.
Okay.
You just stand there. Listen. You can say what you want to say, yeah? What we were talking about originally, that tax is unfair.
It's not
No, you cannot say it.
It's not
Just admit
unfair.
to it, that's it.
We told you many times, not
For
unfair.
clarification, that
What-
jizya is the tax for the people of the book.
Yes.
Yes.
What do the atheists pay?
Oh, they get killed.
Yeah, I want to know the
Dead
answer.
before they can pay.
It's a good question,
Thank you.
but I don't have the knowledge.
You don't have the knowledge.
Come on,
It's
bro.
Sharia law.
I repeat again.
Maybe you get.
I repeat again. I'm not going to come here and talk about maths I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah? Thank you.
Hashim.
Okay, now, one second.
Let him finish his point before he forgets.
I'm trying to make a point. Yeah, okay. So to laugh at someone that doesn't know something is a bit silly and a bit childish. You know why? Because I'm not going to
You're
pretend I know
laughing.
something
You know
that
it.
I don't know.
You just took the piss out of me watching TV 2 minutes ago.
Yes, you do. Okay, how do you know Islamic State is Syria?
Sorry?
How did you find out Islamic State is Syria?
How did I find out?
How did you have a dream, a vision like Paul had when he was going to Damascus?
Because I know people that travelled to Syria and came back.
Okay, so you know people
Let
that,
him finish
who do you know
and
that, one second, who do you know he went? Because that sounds a bit dangerous. You know people that traveled to Syria and came back?
What, so everyone in Syria is a terrorist? Is that what you're saying?
No, you
So
said
why-
you
why-
know people
so why are you saying
who've
that
gone
then?
to Syria. What have they gone to Syria for?
They've got family there that originally from Syria, that's
There's a
why.
war happening in Syria.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you...
So
you-
it is-
He didn't specify when they went there.
One second.
Okay, by the way, they need an answer to the question about...
Syria was before the...
You're not answering my question.
Ali,
You
listen,
said...
I asked 5 minutes ago to get a word in. You said you're
Okay,
finishing.
speak, but you
What was
said-
your question, by the way?
You said,
Ali.
my question was, have you lived in an Islamic state?
Oh, I see.
He said no. I said, should we go to the people in history who have lived under it and see what they say?
You got a time machine?
And then you came and said,
You have a
yes,
time machine?
kind of,
Dig
yes.
them up?
No, better than that, yeah? Okay.
Better than digging them up.
Yes. Sorry?
Would you like to live under
Okay, by the way,
100%.
Ali,
100%.
Ali,
100%.
Ali,
He would, because nothing will happen to him.
No. You know, you would love to live in it. Should I tell you something? Let's look at Jewish people.
Bro, allow preaching, man.
You're
Allow preaching.
broadening this when there is more focus.
You can call it preaching,
But you're coming in,
Monologue.
you're broadening.
let's answer that previous question, the one they asked.
We haven't
Hashim wants to
Have
answer the
you?
word.
No, you asked the question, what happens to the non-people of the book,
Have you?
and non-Muslims?
Have you?
So there's two different opinions on this. One, at that time when they used to have wars against each other, the pagan Quraysh and so on,
Yes.
no, it wasn't that. There are two options. One option, that they actually accept Islam. If they disagree to accept Islam, listen. If they disagree to accept Islam, they have the right to migrate. If
They have the right to migrate.
Wait,
That's a right.
it's better than what the Christians gave them.
Yeah, so can men, women, and children.
Better than
Third
the,
to our religion or F off. What's the third one?
the third, by the way, it wasn't F off, it was migrate.
Yeah.
Like I said, do not use your logic.
tax there.
Okay? The third option was, if they still insist, then they should fight.
Fight.
Yes.
Oh wow, so they can't just.
Now wait. Now the final
That's
bit.
not discriminating.
The final.
Yeah, let's not
Guys,
forget-
wait a
that's
minute.
not
I still haven't
discriminatory.
finished. The final bit, like today's governments, they have the right to now abolish the jizya if they want, not abolish in the sense that completely say that it is haram or anything, but they have the right to say no, we don't require jizya because we are self-sufficient maybe. And they have the right today. Many of the Muslim countries have now allowed Hindus. You go to Gulf countries, thousands of Hindus there. Yes, hundreds of thousands who are not people of the book. So now it is also up to the ruler to allow them to stay in the country without any penalties.
But they have the choice. So
Why not? Why you guys quiet now? Why you guys quiet?
The ruler has the choice.
Why are you shocked about what? I gave you 4 options. What were you, which part were you shocked about?
Because none of those options were just like, oh, you're a human being, you can live here.
Oh, so now you go back. Wait.
I mean,
What do you think?
It's the same in the UK, right? You're a human being, you can live here.
What do you think was the 4th point?
Why?
Because if you're working, you have to pay tax.
Yes.
Of course, but not a discriminatory tax.
It's not a discriminatory. We told you already. By the way, I gave you the 4th option.
Ali,
Can I say something? You're living in a
No, wait, Ali. You said it was. You said it was inhuman. I want to know from the 4th option what was inhuman.
What was the 4th option?
The 4th option, the ruler decides who wants to live and not.
Because it's
without imposing any punishment.
Up to the ruler, not
Of course.
The human being should have the right to decide whether.
Who do you think legislates the laws?
But Hashim, the ruler could say. And you actually don't. You have.
If you were dying from thirst and hunger, would you give your iman up, your faith up, in order to survive? Probably not. Probably not. Because you'd rather die in hunger and thirst than give up your religion, right? This is how much we value our faith. It's priceless. Brothers and sisters, let me introduce you to Norway. This is a European country where the vast majority of people have become irreligious. There are 200,000 Muslims of a population of about 5 million, and most of these 200,000 Muslims have no idea how to explain Islam to their non-Muslim friends and neighbors. But that needs to change. Allah sent His messenger to call people to eternal success, and that is why Muslims in Norway are now establishing a masjid and Dawah center to enhance the Norwegian Dawah. But they cannot do this alone. We need to support them. If you donate to this cause, you will inshallah reap the rewards of thousands of Muslims coming back to Islam, and many of those will become du'at and invite to Islam. You will share in the reward for all those shahadas and good deeds to come, inshallah. So click the link and donate now and share the video for extra reward.